As you can see, what used to be an impossible feat is now finally a reality. The Cleveland Cavaliers have finally won the NBA championship.
Cleveland rocks! Cleveland rocks! Cleveland rocks! Cleveland rocks!
And hey, they won in no small part, of course, to the man of honor, hell, the man of the decade, the man of the century. They won because of the man himself, the king of Cleveland, the king of kings, God himself, LeBron James.
Take me to church, I worship like a dog at the shrine of your life.
And that's right, you heard me, the Cavs actually won the finals.
Oh my God!
See, I'm wearing my treasured LeBron James Cleveland Cavalier jersey on right now as we speak because I just love it so much. I'm fucking with you. I'm wearing a plain white t-shirt. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Anything coming up with Cleveland these days, everybody just wants to say the exact same thing. And it goes something like,
Cleveland rocks! Cleveland rocks! Cleveland rocks! Cleveland rocks!
Alright, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up with the Cleveland Rocks shit. I'm sick of it. We all know what LeBron did, and we all know what he's really like inside. So you shut the fuck up. You see, all these fucking people, they just can't stop talking about how great the Cavs are, how great LeBron is, how great Cleveland is, and all I can think to myself the entire time I'm hearing this, every single way I go, all I can think is something like,
No, shut up! Shut the fuck up!
You have no right to take me
Shut up! Will you shut up? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
I mean, do you people not remember how you treated LeBron when he left the Cavs some odd years ago to play for another team? Do you not remember what you did to show your appreciation, to act mature, to have good sportsmanship? Do you remember how you behaved? So what the fuck is it with these fucking maniacs spending all their money and all their t-shirts and all their tennis shoes and all their hats that look like the ones the ball players play on TV so they could be more like them? And then as soon as the ball player does something they don't agree with, you burn it all? You burn your own personal property that you fucking paid money for? What kind of sense does that make? What the fuck's wrong with your brain? And it just makes me wonder, what other useless bullshit do you buy that you don't even need?
Kitten mittens, you'll be smitten.
But I do realize that going into the final game of the series this year, lots of people were really excited, right? Like right before the game started, they were all ready for Game 7. They were prepared for the game of games. All the fans and the players, they all said the same thing. They were all like,
to play the game.
it's ridiculous. And by the way, good job for you, Cleveland. You really earned this championship collectively as a city, along with all the players and coaches who did all the hard work and all the blood, sweat, and tears that came out of them. You worked just as hard, didn't you, fans? Sitting on your fat ass on the couch, just wishing and praying that something good would happen. It's mainly your reason they won. You realize that. You won them that championship by doing jack shit. But, knowing as respectable as sports fans are, of course, they handle things in, a very mature and responsible manner. And, this is just a stark comparison to how an audience at a golf tournament would clap. Even though golf's not a real sport, people seem to be able to have, some sort of civility within them, don't you think? See for yourself. So who would you rather work with? A bunch of goddamn maniacs or a couple of intellectuals who know what they're doing and don't take the game too goddamn seriously to put it in a situation of life and death? And I heard with my own eyes someone asked LeBron James if he thought he had any similarities with God. And LeBron James looked right back at him, and you know what he said to him?
Let me tell you something. I am God.
I'm sorry, but those aren't the heroes that I grew up idolizing. I remember when I was a small child watching the Ultimate Warrior beat Hulk Hogan for the WWF Championship at WrestleMania 8. Now that was a real champion. The Ultimate Warrior was a class act. He was a good sport, and you didn't see him running around like some kind of goddamn maniac. He had class, prestige, and honor. He wasn't a lunatic.
You can feel it, dude! You can feel it!
And just for the record, LeBron, you're not God. You're not one of a kind. And believe it or not, there are some people out there who still don't like you very much.
Fuck Ron Brown, 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 fuck.
Now let's all freak out and celebrate and vandalize a bunch of public parties, piss right in the middle of the streets with our willies hanging out, start fires and destroy private property. That's a good way to celebrate good sportsmanship, isn't it? It's all good because a bunch of goddamn mongoloids got the little ball into the little hoop a couple times. If you ask me, there's only one difference between regular sports like baseball, basketball, and football and respectable sports like golf. And I'm going to prove it to you one more time, just in case it didn't sink in. So whoop-de-doo, all this shit really matters, right? It's just a shame that the Cavs never won a championship before 9/11, because then that atrocity probably never would have happened in the first place, right? Imagine how many lives could have been saved if little LeBron put the little ball in the little hoop prior to September 11th. Probably would have cured every disease known to man and brought world peace among all of us. But guess what? It didn't happen that way. And when asked to comment on that subject, LeBron had this to say. But then when asked if he even knew what 9/11 was or how he felt about it, LeBron had this to say. Yeah, that's right, you fucking buffoons. Support King James. You know, I do believe that Metallica made a song about him as well.
Where's your crown, King? Nothing.
And thank God there's still at least one celebrity left who's not afraid to speak the truth. One celebrity who's not a brown noser jumping on a bandwagon. And he has this to say about LeBron James.
You stupid fucking cunt.
Asking LeBron James if he has a humble bone in his body is like asking Bill Cosby if he would have any issues hanging around a teenage girl if her parents were present.
I knew something was wrong when we went down there and the man saw that she brought her father.
It ain't happening. It just ain't happening. And if you're going to ask me if I'm looking forward, if I know what it feels like to be in the arena, to be in the moment when the Cavs finally make that achievement, when they break that glass ceiling, if you want to know how I think it would turn out, how I would feel, let me tell you just real quick and real concise.
Ever heard of a line?
Hey, have you ever been dragged to the sidewalk and beat until you pissed blood?
Bottom line, these stupid games don't make your life any better. The little ball going in a little hoop doesn't change anything about the world. It just distracts you from what's really fucking important. It's all one big fat joke. And as far as jokes go, here's my reaction to watching all you idiots celebrating the Cavs' victory in the finals. This is exactly how I felt and how I reacted. And let me tell you something else. If you don't like what I'm saying right now, I'm signing off here. I'm just about finished. But I got one last thing to say to all you Cavs fans who just can't accept the truth.
No, shut up! Shut the fuck up! You have no right to take me. Shut up! Will you shut up? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!